Hello, my name is Aaron, and I've watched entirely too much Star Trek.
And my name is Clara, and I've watched none.
These are the voyages of the Friendship Enterprise.
Its continuing mission to boldly go where I've never gone before. Captain America probably wouldn't have any sex problems.
No, I wouldn't think so.
He'd probably be fine, honestly.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot of the lady superheroes would also be fine because a lot of their powers are either like learned or, again, Wonder Woman would be like Captain America, just probably no issue.
Yeah, I don't know what one would be.
Who's another superhero?
This is a stretchy guy from Fantastic Four.
He might have problems.
Well, he would. The other person might.
I don't know. What if the penis just stretches out? So instead of any in and out action, it's just he's just stretching his penis out.
Oh my god. Penis.
Just saying. Well, there's a guy from Fantastic Four who also turns into rocks.
Yeah.
Also could be problematic. And the girl who turns into...
Yeah, what does she do?
Fire? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, she's the human... No, the guy's the Human Torch.
I don't know what she is.
I forget what hers is. Or what her power. This is a superhero I've never given two shits about, but...
The Fantastic Four? Yeah, but now that Vanessa, what's her name, is...
Vanessa Kirby.
You might care a little more.
Maybe a little bit, but not enough to go see it.
No. Kind of how I feel about Pedro Pascal as the Human Torch.
There you go. Oh, she's invisible, that's right. That's like her thing.
Oh, well, that would be troubling, probably, but fine.
Well, she can, turn on and off.
I unfortunately think the Flash would have the most issues.
Yeah, because he would just be done.
Yeah. Superman, I'm not quite sure what the problem would be.
His super strength could be a problem.
Oh, his super strength would be a real problem.
I feel like that might be the problem.
He would probably just crush
inadvertently kill him. Yeah.
I think Lois Lane probably just always had to be on top. No hands, no touching. Don't touch me. Which is its own thing. Maybe she was fine with that.
Yeah, maybe. So we watched 2 episodes this week, as we always do.
They have showgirls at the end.
I died. It's so good. They're like straight up just went to the Flamingo in Vegas and which 2 showgirls are not busy?
The ones with the things in their belly buttons?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great. Can we just use the feather costumes they're wearing?
Perfect. We don't have to pay for this? Great.
Yes, the cabaret showgirls from Rigel 2.
Rigel 2.
The Pleasure Planet. So,
yes, we watched an episode called Shore Leave. And an episode called
The Galileo 7. Woo! So Shore Leave, production number 17, episode number 15.
Okay.
Aired at 29 December 1960. Okay.
We are creeping towards the moon landing.
Very slowly, yes. We got a ways to go. Should we see what was happening on that date?
Tell me.
In the Times of New York?
Tell me.
The city is mailing out income tax forms to 3 million people. There's a plumber's strike, which sounds awesome.
That sounds incredible. You think just banging pipes?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No.
We won't flow. We won't flush. The 157-day tie-up.
Hell no. Pipes won't flow. I got it.
Yeah, there you go.
157-day what?
They were on strike apparently that long.
Woo!
Yeah, the strike began on July 25th. Has delayed more than $500 million hospital, school, apartment, and industrial construction in New York City alone.
Hopefully nobody had bad diarrhea.
Had the shits. Oh wow! They're already planning out the World Trade Center.
Whoa!
In New York.
Cool.
the Port Authorities raised its estimate of the cost by $50 million. So I don't know what stage they're in at this point.
I wouldn't either, because I don't know when the World Trade Center was built.
The 70s. So we're ways away still. But I don't even know if they picked the designer.
Further away than the moon landing even.
Correct, yeah. Open in 72 or maybe 72 or 73, something like that.
You could say literally any date in the 70s and I was smiling not, Aaron.
Plenty of Vietnam news.
Sure.
China news. Red China tests 5th atom device. It's 3rd this year. So
let China be China. New York Times in 1967. 66. What year is it again?
66. Almost 67. We're very close. It's December 29th. So
that's about it.
Hanoi is planning a new capital city to be built after the war.
Okay, cool.
So there's...
Yeah, doing my best.
Yeah, I mean, there's some hospital news. I don't know. Court ruling on bugging.
So nothing really tying into Star Trek this week.
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's okay.
No, there's not the fan dancers in Vegas were not on screen.
Darn it.
We can't we can't have nice things. But in the world of Star Trek, we are Stardate 3025.3.
And what is happening?
On shore leave, the crew's thoughts come to life. That's what's happening. Captain Kirk decides to give his crew shore leave on an inviting Earth-like planet. But trouble begins when McCoy sees a giant talking white rabbit being chased by a little girl. Sulu is menaced by a samurai. Other crewmen are strafed by aircraft, chased by tigers, and threatened by swordsmen. Kirk meets Finnegan, an old nemesis from his academy days, and Ruth, an old flame. Then McCoy is killed by a Black Knight on horseback, and as the perils become progressively deadlier, Spock and Kirk realize their thoughts are being brought to life. A kindly old man appears, identifying himself as the planet's caretaker, and explains that they are in an amusement park, where advanced alien science synthesizes the entertainment from the thoughts of the vacationers. McCoy reappears alive and well in the company of 2 Rigel Cabaret girls. Kirk decides... they're missing is the castanets. Kirk decides that, with the proper mental precautions, this can be a good shore leave plan after all, just as the Ruth reappears. So basically everybody's just sucking and fucking on this shore leave. Wild episode.
It is a wild episode.
I forgot that this was this episode.
It is fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's insane. It's extremely 60s.
It's fun, and you can tell that the film production was having fun because they're finally shooting
outdoors.
Exactly. Not on
soundstage.
Yep. They're and me dummy, who normally doesn't notice these things.
Yeah.
There's a really great shot at one point where they're all running.
Yes, it's when Sulu fires the gun and they hear it and they take off. Yeah, there's this long tracking shot that just sweeps through this park.
Yes,
it's great.
They are clearly in a park in Los Angeles.
Yes,
they clearly have just cleared out space in a Los Angeles
park,
public park.
Yep. But they've clearly set up some sort of dolly run for this camera shot because the directing is really good.
Yeah.
The camera works very cool. Yeah, they make full use of being outside.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun to see. Also, just very little lighting that isn't natural lighting. There's a few shots where you can tell they've lit it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's just daylight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun.
It's really fun.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought that because I was going to mention that shot.
Yeah,
too. It's striking. It's very striking because we haven't seen anything like that. Just this long sweeping.
Yeah, it's long. I mean, it really is. It's a pretty.
It's cinematic.
Yeah.
It's not,
very cinematic.
It looks very cool.
Angle,
it's on a lower
angle.
The camera's dropped slightly. You're at hip level almost.
Yeah. It's really good.
Following them, and they're kind of running on an angle toward the camera, and the camera's pulling away on the same angle, it looks like. Yeah, it's very well done.
Yep.
The color palette's great. I think, the primary colors work well. With the uniforms and stuff, they pop with...
Yeah, and this is sort of dusty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think LA park.
Yeah, because it's park/desert later.
A lot of brown.
Lighter tones for sure.
Yeah, so the costumes work well. It's just fun to see the clearly the cast and crew just having like a little more fun outside of the Enterprise. So it is sort of works on two levels. It's a little more meta.
Yes.
Right? Like shore leave and shore leave.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like either I couldn't tell how much of like some of the other footage was like recycled newsreel footage, like the tigers and the planes. I think it was real though.
No.
The one tiger shot is where they pan down to it.
The one
from above, but there's one that definitely isn't when it's like in the trees or something.
There's the first tiger shot, and that one is clearly
100% like, or they went to the zoo and filmed it. Something, yeah. It doesn't match.
It's fake in the sense that
it doesn't match the lighting of the responding shot.
The second tiger shot is real, but you can tell the tiger's on a chain.
Yes, yeah.
Because you can see the chain.
There's a chain on its neck, yeah. But it is in the same spaces though, because they pan down to it, which is cool. But yeah, I found them. Yeah, which is very funny.
I love the samurai, the most low budget samurai you've ever seen.
Well, not as low budget as the fucking White Rabbit, which is just some like Easter costume that's been repurposed.
But at least the White Rabbit is like a fictional character that they're trying to bring to life, whereas a samurai is a real thing that they were just like,
they just went to like a prop house. Yeah, they went to like the backlot of some studio from the 30s and were like, what do you have?
Yes.
What do you have left over? Yeah.
We have a Japanese character. Yeah. What can you give us?
What can you give us? But yeah, maybe we back up and start from the beginning.
Okay, sure. Great.
So it opens up with this scene that I think you mentioned when we were talking before we started the episode.
This whole episode.
Would you like to talk about it? I mean,
this whole episode is pretty horny.
Yes, but this one's.
But this is like aggressive. This bothered me again. Not a fan of Captain Kirk.
Although he doesn't know, he thinks it's Spock who's massaging him.
Yeah, but still.
I know it's weird, but it's like funny.
It'd be funny if it were Spock, but it also the whole thing is weird. So Kirk is getting a massage from Yeoman
Barrows.
She's new.
Yeah, I don't think we see her again after this, right?
This now adorable little Yeoman Barrows is here, and she is giving Kirk a massage,
which he doesn't.
And he thinks it's Spock.
Yes, right.
But he keeps saying like push harder.
Yeah, which she does.
And then he like realizes that it's not Spock because Spock comes up and says something to him, and then he says that's enough.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's just weird.
It's weird.
It starts off with this very weird massage.
They're all tense.
That's basically what they're trying to show is that Kirk is tense. His job's so hard.
It is hard.
And they all need shore leave. They find a planet.
Yeah. So they're looking for a planet that's perfect for it, which is apparently a planet without animals or people. Yeah. Because that's like the details we're told.
Yes. I don't know why that's perfect.
Know, but I kept hearing Dr. Farnsworth from Futurama and all the animals. Incidentally, this will kill all the animals.
I don't know why no animals and
I don't know.
Make it perfect for
I guess the people I understand.
Like animals?
But I don't know why the animals thing is a big deal.
Yeah. But like what do they do on I don't know. In my mind it's
I think we find out what they do on shore leave.
Okay, but in my mind it's like okay, it's shore leave. You have like Rigel, whatever, the Pleasure Planet.
Rigel 2.
You have like all these other planets you could go to, I'm sure, where there are like things.
Yeah, usually they would just go to like a Federation planet.
So like
hang out.
Why are they
I don't know. I guess they're
like nobody can be here. What are they gonna get? What are they trying to get up to?
I think we know what they're trying to get up to.
Why can't they get up to on a planet where there are other people?
No witnesses. What happens on the Enterprise stays on the Enterprise.
Enterprise is a very horny place. I'm surprised there aren't more babies born on the Enterprise.
They got really good condoms in the future.
Apparently.
I don't know. Yeah, so that's like the weird detail we're told. I guess it's to make it easier to like explain why all this stuff is weird when it's happening. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Like it doesn't make sense narratively, but in any event. We're told that this is perfect because they're nothing around. Great. It's just McCoy and Sulu at the start, checking things out. Yep. McCoy because he's a doctor, Sulu because he's Sulu.
Yep. There for a good time.
Yeah, he's there for a good time. Good time, chuckles, Sulu.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I do think they probably just sent Sulu down. It's like, you like a good time. Go see if this is good for shore leave.
Yeah, go see if you can strip your shirt off and get into a fencing match.
It's like, Sulu.
So he goes off to check out the plants because he wants to like use this DNA thing. Yeah, so you're right. I guess he is bad being a botanist. To like as he says, I think catalog all the life on the planet or understand all. It doesn't really matter, but all that matters is McCoy then wanders off a little further away by himself, and out of the bushes comes. Well, I guess I should back up and say he says this place is like Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
Which I'm not sure why he says that because it doesn't seem to me like it is like Alice in Wonderland. I mean, was it written by a creepy old pedophile?
Probably.
This planet? I mean, maybe.
This episode.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. And out of the bushes pops a white rabbit in a little jacket and vest with his watch, and he says the famous line,
I'm late.
Hurry up.
Important date.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Something like that. Anyway, he scurries back into the bushes and like is shortly followed after. Shortly after followed by Alice, young girl in a blue dress. He says, "Have you seen a rabbit?" And McCoy just sort of like points into the brush line and she takes off. Yes. And he like freezes for a while and then calls Sulu over. And this is where like all this stuff basically kicks off from here.
Yep. And so then we have other people come down to the
planet. It's Kirk and I forget.
It's Kirk. It's Yeoman.
And then like two others. Angela's back, the woman from Balance of Terror who is widowed. Yeah. At the end of the episode.
But she seems to have found a new love interest.
Esteban Rodriguez.
Maybe he's Catholic as well, so we talked about that.
I mean, he's Esteban Rodriguez.
Might be
a chance, yeah.
So they're on the planet, and they're all kind of noticing like. They're making fun of McCoy a little bit. They think he's like yanking their chain. Then Sulu gets chased by the samurai.
Well, no, wait. Sulu finds a gun on the ground and just starts shooting it like off me. Yeah, because apparently he's a gun collection or some shit.
He loves to shoot guns. We find that out.
He's very excited about this loaded gun he found on the ground.
So yeah, they're just like it starts to be all this kind of weird.
It's like Charlton Heston's wet dream. There's just loaded guns on the ground.
Kirk's nemesis from the Academy, Finnegan, who is clearly a precursor to Mozart from Amadeus with that laugh. He just keeps laughing. He has this horrid laugh.
Yeah, he's
like mildly Irish.
He's like trying to do an Irish accent, but not that hard and not well.
So awful.
That guy, funnily enough, I looked him up. He doesn't have a ton of credits. Surprise, surprise. He did a lot of off-Broadway.
Surprise, surprise.
But he later became a monk with the Self-Realization Fellowship in L.A.
Whoa.
And took the name Brother Paramandana.
Cool.
So he was still doing it as of 2004.
Really cool.
So, yeah.
Found his bliss.
I guess.
Well, maybe he saw that episode of Star Trek. He was like, acting is not my calling.
During his time, he conversed with Elvis Presley on several occasions.
Ooh. Cool.
Yeah.
Did he say, have you ever seen my episode of Star Trek?
No. He didn't.
Probably he'd be embarrassed. Anyway.
Never seen Star Trek.
He's a low...
He's not good.
He's not good.
It's the weakest part of the episode, this whole Finnegan bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a time waster.
It's an absolute time waster. Yeah. This episode was paced so well until Finnegan. And then it like...
He's filler.
They
ran out of space.
Yeah, I really liked the pacing of the episode. And then it was like this 20-minute fight.
It felt like 20 minutes, yeah.
Where both of them are just like sweaty and breathing hard and bleeding, and I don't know what the end goal is, to kill each other. I'm not sure. I don't know. And at one point he says the problem is you keep aging and I'm 20 forever, and this guy's clearly
not 20.
It's very good.
Yeah.
But like, so Finnegan shows up, and then this old flame of
Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth. Who am I supposed to know who Ruth is? No. Okay.
No, she's just like.
Do we ever find out who Ruth is?
I don't think so.
You're the expert.
No, because I mean, this just disappears. There's other flames later that we meet, but
okay, yeah. So there's a Ruth woman shows up she's got this crazy ass jumpsuit on.
60s.
One side is white and one side is black, and they're both lace. And then she has shoes on, and one is white and one is black.
Are they opposite of the dress?
No, they are not. They are the same.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they flipped the.
So she's in this bananas jump.
Her hair is also insane.
Yeah, she's got this like crazy braided. With all these it's definitely a wig.
It's 100% a wig.
But anyway, Ruth shows up and is here, and then we kind of cut back to Yeoman Bowman and Sulu, and all of a sudden, like, Don Juan has come out of the bushes because that is the thing that...
Oh, we haven't seen him come out of the bushes yet. Well, she screams, and they run and find her. Yeah, there's like this long process where we get to the reveal that she was thinking about Don Juan.
Which is so weird.
I know, it's just a weird, like
not a good guy in literature. So why are you like, this would be the perfect place for Don Juan?
I guess because, like, Lady Chatterley's lover was still censored at this point. Seeing that you use an example.
Oh man, I was really thinking about fucking someone in
some rough guy. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird choice. Like, of all the sort of like romantic figures of literature, why him? I mean, I guess it's immediately recognizable.
Yeah. But she clearly is not like
not having a good time because like her
dress is ripped. The kind of implication is like he is trying to assault her.
Yeah, and she fights him off, I guess.
There is this very sweet. I'm like obsessed. Minus kind of the weird gender politics that are
at play here.
Yeah, very 1960s. There's a very sweet little romance between Yeoman and Bowman. I think it's so cute.
I know.
And I'm sad that she never calls back.
I like their little
They have there's like a very sweet moment where he kind of like declares his feelings for her, and she says, "Is that a declaration?" Yeah. And he says, "Maybe it is." And she gets the sweetest little look on her face. It's just like total surprise and delight. And I was... Call me a little romantic. Yeah. I loved it. I thought
she's great. So cute. I think she's a really good actress. Yeah.
Yes, like she's because she doesn't say anything.
No, she doesn't have to, right?
Like, she just has like the sweetest little like, oh, I'm so delighted by that.
Yeah.
And then she like says she wants this princess outfit, and then the gender politics get a little damsel in distress,
which I guess the Don Juan thing sets it up.
Yes, it does.
But right, she has this like Maid Marian kind of dress with
this big ass
pointy like
the dress is beautiful. The dress is one of my obsessions for this episode, but the hat is so bad.
The hat's so
bad. I love this dress.
It's like this big.
It's like a very Maid Marian.
It looks like the kind of dress like that would be on the cover of like one of those romance novels from the 60s.
Yeah.
Where it's like, like a medieval times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Camelot. Like like Julie Andrews probably wore this.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Here's a guest star for you.
Oh, I can't imagine. I can actually see Julie Andrews being a little funny on an episode of Star Trek. Maybe one of the movies.
Yeah, there you go.
But I just love this little romance that is happening, and it does break my heart that it does not continue.
Because it comes back at the end too in a way that I really liked.
Yeah,
he shows up at the
he shows up with the cabaret.
I mean, we're getting ahead of it,
but it's just good. It's very sweet, and
they have good chemistry.
I really love a nice sweet romance. None of Kirk's have been nice and sweet. Bones, I mean, despite this, it's a bit of a May-December relationship.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, he also just looks older.
He looks okay.
I mean, he is older, but he looks older.
How old is this actor?
DeForest Kelley at this point? Let me look at it.
I think it's the makeup. Like they put this like weird eyeshadow on him that I think makes him look very old.
He's in his 40s. He's actually he'd been like 46, so.
So not that.
But no, but I mean, he's a lot older than her because I think she was only like.
She would have been probably in her 20s,
yeah,
late 20s
at a push. Yeah, I can look it up. I have her info on here somewhere. She would have been. Yeah, she was 13 years younger than him. So actually, she should have been in her early 30s. Like so actually, it's not that.
No, but he looks
a lot
much older.
I think
he looks a bit younger.
And she looks. Yeah, she looks.
But yeah, I just like I love this whole like vibe of the two of them, and like you just like they have this whole thing, and then you cut to them just like walking, holding.
Yeah,
it's just like very sweet, especially because this episode has like
so much horny shit going on,
really horny, like stuff happening. This kind of just like sweet little romance feels very nice to me.
Yeah.
But it also feels very Star Trek that like. It is not allowed to continue. It just is like a one-off sort of thing. And like, that's it.
Yeah, because I mean, there's that funny line he has too, where he's like, "I'm a doctor. If I peek, it's
purely medical,
or something, or purely professional or something." Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's just they have a good back and forth.
Which again, I think DeForest Kelly.
Yeah, he plays it really well.
He's a really good actor, so I think he just has right. Because I've said it before, like he has a great kind of like on-screen chemistry with Shatner and with Nimoy. Sure. Like, so I think, and Shatner is a fine actor, and Nimoy is a great actor. I'm still, I just don't like Kirk very much, and maybe that's my problem. But so I think that because he's a good actor, he just has like pretty good chemistry with whoever he's working with. But she's also very good, so they have a nice sort of rapport with one another on screen that I really enjoyed watching. Yeah,
it was fun.
It's very sweet. It didn't make me uncomfortable, which a lot of like Kirk's little romances have made me.
His latest one, I guess, isn't bad with Ruth, but it's because nothing really happens in it.
Right, and because at least Ruth is age appropriate, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, she looks like shit.
Even though she's probably supposed to be 22 if she like knew him when he was at the academy.
She says 15 years ago, so they're supposed to be in their 20s, yeah.
But regardless, I really like this little plot line. I wish that it were like more of a thing, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll survive. And then after this, there's like there's the 20-minute fight.
Yeah, it's really long. The sort of ostensible reason for it is Kirk wants answers about what's going on.
Yes, so he thinks this thing because
he thinks it'll tell him if he beats it up enough.
Yeah. At this point, I can't remember. Has the knight killed?
Yes. Yes. So that happens right before this. So,
okay, that's what I thought. So he's also kind of mad.
Yeah, because Kirk goes off, runs into Ruth out in the desert.
Yes.
He's coming back, runs into Sulu, who says, "I'm being chased by a samurai."
Yep.
So because the samurai comes out of a little hatch in the ground.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Which is very fun.
It's very fun and good. And then Spock beams down. He says, I was the last one who could beam down. Because there's this power drain that's been going on the whole time. So, like, the communicators aren't working. The phasers aren't working. Yep. And now, like, Spock uses the last transport shot he has because he has to come down and tell them that he's kind of figured out what's going on. He says there's some sort of massive power draw in the planet.
Yeah.
And he's been in communication with Kirk and Bones throughout to know about these things. Like, they think, are they hallucinations? What are they? So they're starting to put it together. Yeah, which is why he gets killed by this knight. Yeah,
which feels like very much like a man of, like, science, right? Yeah. Would be like, because he says, it's like a hallucination can't kill me. And then he gets stabbed. But again, it's very much like this, like, scientific, like, mind being like, this thing I'm seeing is not real. It cannot kill me. And then
it does.
And
Yeoman Barrows blames herself because
this is an incredible moment. I really liked this moment. And I think this revealed a lot about kind of the show, maybe, and Kirk. But there's that moment, so after McCoy is killed, she's like inconsolable. Yes. She's crying. This is one point where her acting is a little like
it's hard to
play, for me, but again, it's kind of 60s. It's sort of that overly
it's a little melodrama, yeah.
And she's crying. She's saying it's my fault. I, kind of wanted to play at this, like, damsel in distress situation, and Kirk is like, get it together. You are working. You cannot act like this. Like, you are like
a member of
Starfleet, and like basically tells her like pull yourself together. Kind of gives her a verbal slap. And she does. She immediately like snaps right out of it, snaps into attention. So I think this just says a lot about kind of like what this show is fun, and like there's funny and like things happening. But at the end of the day, in the world of the show, this is still serious business. If something is going wrong, they have to figure it out. They can't waste time being emotional. So I think that's very important. And I think that's also very important in regards to how it ties into the next episode.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's like that was just a very kind of interesting and revelatory moment for me. Sorry, I've had a beer and a half, and I can't say revelatory. I don't even know if that's a word.
No, it is. Right, and then she changes back into her uniform after this.
Which is magically no longer torn open.
Yeah, which I guess we could attribute to the people fixing it on this planet, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we could, right? Yeah. They fix everything, so maybe they fixed her uniform. But yeah, they're starting to, by the time Kirk is like fighting Finnegan, like they're kind of figuring it out a little bit. Or at least like Spock beams down just in enough time to say like, yeah, we've got it. Don't keep fighting this guy.
Right. He says they figure out that it's motivated by their thoughts.
Yes.
That like when they think about something, it'll make it appear. So like the tiger that appears is because Esteban was thinking about it. The planes that appear were also because Esteban was. He's trying to put the moves on Angela. So he's like, let me tell you about planes and tigers. I mean,
that's what
textbook move to impress the
lady.
When
a man tells me about planes and tigers.
Now, if the tigers were flying planes, you'd be a little interested.
Or if the planes were flying tigers.
That's true.
Just tigers with wings.
Yeah, that's two usually.
Flying through the air. That I would be very impressed by.
But so they figure out that like if you're thinking about things, it can make them appear. So they're like, this could be dangerous.
Yes.
Don't think about it.
And then this wizard pops up.
That's after Kirk beats the snob
and
of
Finnegan. Basically like, oh, this is supposed to be fun. Yeah. Here's your friend. We fixed him. McCoy appears with these two cabaret girls. In like feathers.
I can't even describe
I honestly can't either.
They have feathers in the hair, but like the actual like clothes, they're like almost looks like fuzz.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like it's like a Muppet bikini.
Yes, it is more like a Muppet bikini. Because there's like something furry, kind of like covering their breasts,
and then there's like a furry like a boa almost around, and then they have tights on.
Yeah.
So it's like a boa,
and then they have like a
tights,
little bead in their belly. Yes.
Which is, which is a detail I find kind of gross.
It's really gross. It's like a fake outie, and why you would ever want an outie belly button, I don't know.
But they look like they've just walked off the Vegas Strip.
Yeah, and McCoy is like,
look at these women I found.
He's like, I was thinking about these ladies from Rigel 3, 2, 1, go. And they appeared. And then, there's another kind of like cute instance with Bowman where she like kind of lays claim to her man and is like, get out of here, girls. Like, she doesn't even like say
anything. I think he says something. He says something to them to leave then, right?
Yeah, he like walks over to her and then one of them goes over
to Spock. Yes, that's right. Because one goes to maybe to Esteban. One goes to Sulu. One goes to Sulu, and then one goes to Spock.
Which is so funny because Leonard Nimoy.
And Spock just sort of like.
Well, Spock himself is like, whatever, ladies. Leonard Nimoy himself, famously not interested in the ladies. George Takei as well.
Yeah, George Takei definitely not. Yeah.
So this is very funny that these are the two that they're like, go schmooze up to these guys. But again, I love Leonard Nimoy because him as Spock is like, he's just mildly amused by this.
The whole thing, yeah.
Like, he is like, oh, these silly humans and their sex drives. Like, he just is so, like, he's not befuddled. He's not annoyed. He just seems to find this all mildly amusing. Funny, and I really love it. I love that is how Nimoy chose to approach the character. And I'm certain that he had some, there's probably some direction and
at this
things
point,
going on, but it's very charming to me. It makes me really love Spock that he's just like, okay. And then he like gently like eases this woman's hand, like and is like, okay, moving along, and then we just I liked this episode. I thought it was really fun. Again, I learned a little bit more, maybe kind of about the I don't know if dynamic is the right word, but sort of the like role of the crew of the Enterprise, right? We're not just here for silly business. Right. There's like serious stuff happening, and when serious stuff happens, like you have to be able to kind of like snap to attention like a soldier. Even though they're not military necessarily in nature, there is sort of a military like undercurrent to their training at least.
You want to know a couple of sneaky facts that I overheard at 10-4 in the bar? All right. So sneaky facts about this one. So this show, they were writing this as it was being shot. Rewriting it. Incredible. So cast members remember Gene Roddenberry sitting under a tree reworking the script to keep it under budget and within the realms of believability.
Okay, well. He tried.
He tried. So the guy who plays the White Rabbit is a professional ice skater in real life, and he got the costume from Ice Capades for free.
Whoa! Okay, great. Keeping it under budget. We love it.
And the only other, the tiger. The chain tiger was brought in to appear in the episode, but never directly interacts with any of the performers. Shatner had originally hoped to wrestle it, but was persuaded it would not be a wise decision.
Oh my gosh.
And they were also going to have an elephant, apparently, but they couldn't, with the budget, they couldn't do it. So there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
You want to wrestle.
The fact that costumes from the Ice Capades
is very funny.
So fucking funny. Galileo 7. So, let's see. This is production number 14, episode number 16. Aired January 5th, 1967. So we
stepped way ahead. We had a holiday break, baby.
We did.
Happy New Year.
That's right.
Should old acquaintance be forgot? It's 1967.
And what was going on in the world? Thursday, January 5th, 1967.
Ba, 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 ba.
Jazz Mass included and banned by Vatican on strange rites.
What? Please reread that.
Jazz Mass included and banned by Vatican on, in stranges in quotes, rites.
It's banned? Jazz Mass is banned.
Pope Paul VI and 2 Vatican offices joined today in outlawing, and again, jazz is in quotes, jazz masses and other extreme distortions of liturgy that have been reported from various countries, notably in Northern Europe. The pontiff issued his warning in an audience with a group of sacred liturgists and specialists in the church art. Simultaneously, a more formal condemnation was issued in a joint declaration by the Sacred Congregation of Rites. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Yep, you cannot have a jazz mass.
First of all.
Just scat singing your way to the Eucharist. Bop, boo. Skibbity bop.
First of all, the best thing about this is that jazz mass was happening in Northern Europe.
Yes, I know.
Who in Northern Europe is into jazz?
I don't know. The French, maybe?
Northern Europe?
Yeah, I know. I guess that doesn't really...
There are no Catholics in Scandinavia, so... No. But this will just prove, folks, that the Catholic Church has been caring about meaningless shit for a lot longer.
Yeah. There you go.
I wonder if jazz mass is still banned.
I don't know.
Should try to have one.
It's less offensive to me than a guitar mass. A lot of New York news.
Okay, well that's boring.
Unfortunately,
that's not as funny as jazz.
No, that's why I gravitated to that one. That's so fucking good. There's some talks with North Vietnam that are not going to go anywhere. Some discussion of like car standards.
The only thing that matters to me is we are 1 year closer to the moon landing.
Correct. Some daredevil guy was killed in his jet-powered boat trying to attain 300 miles an hour. The Bluebird, a 30-foot long boat. So yeah, there's not a lot.
I'm so sorry that I'm laughing at that.
There's not a lot going on. Some opera star died.
I got 300 miles per hour in my boat.
In my boat.
Precursor to the space race. The space race is already
the boat race.
But no space news.
No.
Darn.
But at the Galileo 7.
Which does sound like space news.
It does, yeah. Or like a basketball team. The Galileo 7. Stardate 2821.5.
Have we gone back in time since?
We have to remember the stardates don't matter.
That's because I think the last one was like 3
something.
It
was 3 something, yeah.
Maybe this is you know what? I'm going to start taking note of stardate. Of all of these. I'm going to write it down. Maybe if there's like a time travel vibe happening.
Well, we'll have some time travel vibes.
Maybe Star Trek was somehow like trying to incorporate time travel, but it knew it couldn't do it as well as Doctor Who. So they were like, okay, well, we're just going to be subtle about it. We're going to have this date, and everyone's going to think this date is meaningless. But if you actually write this date down and then play it backwards on your record, it'll tell you that we traveled in time and did XYZ. Yeah? I'm going to try it.
En route to planet Matrix 3, the Enterprise encounters a giant quasar-like formation. Murasaki 312.
312 sounds like a really good whiskey.
Even like a Japanese electronica band from the 80s.
I like my whiskey.
I mean, it would be a good
We should make that.
What?
Can someone please tell us how to manufacture a whiskey called Murasaki 312?
That's 2 white people in the U.S. Yes.
We can find.
Go ahead.
We can find like a Japanese whiskey company.
Oh, okay.
No, not a Japanese person. I would never do that. We can find a Japanese whiskey company that would make Murasaki 312.
Okay.
There's got to be some
Yeah.
person in the Japanese whiskey industry. Bourbon? Whiskey?
Whiskey, I guess.
I
Bourbon's
guess.
only from Kentucky.
Yeah, okay, so it's whiskey. I'm sorry. I don't know my rye varieties. There's got to be someone in Japan working in this industry who likes Star Trek. And who would be like, Murasaki 312? Yes, please. Shizukani. That means be quiet.
Yeah.
It's one of the only Japanese phrases I know.
It's a good one.
But it's like them telling us to shut up because they're so
excited. Okay. But they don't get excited. They're very...
Yeah. But they would say, Shizukani.
Murasaki 312.
Murasaki 312? I'm on it. I don't know. Sounds like a good whiskey to me. Also sounds like a good quasar.
It does sound like a good quasar.
Whiskey so good, you'll... Nope, no. I'm getting there. Whiskey so good, you'll crash land on a planet.
Whiskey so good, 5 of your 7 friends will survive drinking it.
Hire me for your next marketing campaign.
When Captain Kirk orders the shuttle Galileo to investigate the phenomenon, High Commissioner Ferris objects to the delay.
Oh, this fucking guy.
In the Enterprise's mission to deliver important medical supplies.
I want to strangle this guy. I hated him.
Yeah, he's not great.
I did not like his vibe.
Yeah.
From the very beginning. And then he started creeping on Uhura. Yeah. And I was like, get out of here. She doesn't need you. She doesn't want you. You're annoying.
It's true.
Of course, these medical supplies are important. But, like, what kind of medical supplies? Are we told?
I think it's those pens they give to doctors for medications to prescribe.
It's like, right. We don't know what medical supplies. And he just keeps saying
they're just important medical supplies. There's a plague.
They're so important.
There's a plague.
They're somehow more important than these 7 people that are stranded on a planet.
It's a plague, I guess.
It's a plague?
Yeah.
We're told it's a plague.
Yeah, we are told it's a plague. Like, the whole planet of New Paris has like a plague.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
So, I think that, yes.
Well, I still hate this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he still sucks, but...
I'm strong in my convictions.
When the Galileo crash lands on the planet Taurus 2, with Spock, McCoy, Scotty, and others aboard, Ferris demands the Enterprise abandon its search and continue its original mission. On the planet, Spock must keep everyone alive, a task complicated by Neanderthal-like natives, and find a way to return to the Enterprise. His greatest challenge, however, is to win respect of the men under his command. Although his decisions are logical, the Vulcan is looked upon as a cold-blooded leader. After Mr. Scott uses the crew's phasers as an emergency fuel supply, the shuttle is able to achieve liftoff in orbit, the Vulcan makes a last-minute emotional decision to jettison the shuttlecraft's remaining fuel, resulting in a flare that alerts the Enterprise to their position and saves the Galileo's remaining crew.
I liked this episode.
Mm-hmm. What did you like about it?
I liked seeing Spock in a different role.
A different oeuvre?
Because I have been a real Spock stan,
junkie,
as the kids say.
Yeah.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Apologies.
And I have been quoted on the record, this podcast being the record, saying that I think that Spock should be in charge.
You did. I thought of that immediately.
And maybe I have to eat my words.
Yeah, I thought of that immediately too.
I don't know if Kirk should be in charge because he's a butt. And he loves butts.
I mean, you can't fault him for that.
No,
I love a good butt.
I love a good butt.
There you go.
But he is supposed to be in charge, and he loves butts. We talk about how he shouldn't love butts because he has to be in charge, and so he maybe.
What they should do is they should make the ship look like a giant butt.
Then maybe he would be in charge of the ship and not be chasing around a 19-year-old actress just because she's got a nice butt.
He doesn't do it in this episode.
But anyway, Kirk and Spock have been, I've been really saying that Spock should be in charge, but this episode showed me that perhaps people wouldn't like him if he were in charge.
And he wouldn't necessarily always make the right choice.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he would often, even if he was making the choice that was right, it might still make people mad.
Right. There are a lot of big emotions in this episode.
Yeah, this episode... so this episode I liked for that reason, because it kind of made me crow a little bit, even though I still think Spock is better than Kirk. You heard it here first, folks. But would he be best as the Captain Enterprise? No, that would be Bones now.
You're just gonna keep working your way down until it's like Scotty, the electrical shit.
Scotty would probably be Captain Enterprise.
I don't think he'd want to, though. He likes to fiddle with.
I like Scotty a lot. So yeah, this episode I also liked because we haven't had a ton of interaction with Scotty.
Yeah, this is the most Scotty time we've gotten. I mean, that's why I like both these episodes. We get a lot more action from other crewmen.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we get... Bones is in a lot of episodes. He's pretty central, but he kind of gets his own nice little storyline in the previous episode. He's in this episode. Kind of annoying, I will say.
He's like a foil for Spock, basically, yeah.
And then we get a lot of Scotty, which is fun because we haven't seen a lot of him before. He is fantastic. He is just like a little tinkerer. I got really annoyed with the other members of the crew because they were being big babies and meanies, but
a couple of them died, so.
Emotions run high. Yeah. So this is a thing that we've maybe talked about before, or at least I've talked about with Joe, my husband, who I'm watching these with. People die in these shows. And, I would say probably 95% of the time that just is what happens. They die, and no one is like, oh my gosh, they died. At the end of this episode, they're like, oh, we beamed 5 people aboard. Well, they sent 7 down.
Correct.
And the last, scene is everybody laughing about how Kirk or Spock made an emotional, driven decision.
Yes. And not only that, but other people died on the search parties, too.
Yes. So there's,
at least 5 people have been killed.
And there is no,
no.
Oh my gosh, 2 people didn't come back.
Also, where is Yeoman Barrows?
She's gone.
She's gone?
R.I.P. She probably died and no one cared.
Maybe.
Also, this episode, it didn't become clear to me. It's kind of been clear to me for the whole show, but for whatever reason, this episode I started thinking about it. There's a huge, attractiveness gap between the majority of the women in the show and the men.
You mean the guest cast in particular?
Yeah, and the main cast, And then you have these like guest women.
Yeah, they're all babes.
And they're all babes, with the exception of like I thought that
the
actress in the Shakespeare one is kind of right. For the most part, they're all
there's some cute person this time around.
Absolute babes. Yeah, this gal Yeoman, I forget her name, but like she's adorable as well. Yeah, and then you have like Scotty, who's like clearly got a comb over covering a bald spot. So like it just is one of those things that in this episode became very apparent to me. Maybe it was just because. And I'm not saying there are not. This is so superficial of me.
All the men are dogs.
I'm not saying that all the men are like unattractive.
Were you just talking about Kirk was too focused on butts?
The core cast of men, I would say, is substantially less attractive than these like guest star females that they come carting through the show.
They're like that's by design, surely, for the audience.
Yeah, because they knew it was mostly men. But come on. Now it's 2024 and 2025 and there are ladies watching this show who might want to see a hottie dude come flouncing through.
What about when Scotty did that thing with the electric? That was pretty sexy.
It's true. It's true. As long as a man can fix a spaceship, I'm into it. Aaron is making some gestures that I don't know.
I'm just doing the gesture he does with the electrical thing
right now. Anyway, all I'm saying.
No, you were right.
They clearly are playing to an audience where, they've got to get these cute young things in there. Yeah. Because I guess younger women probably weren't watching this.
They probably were, but I don't know if they were.
Well, my mom, as a young girl, thought that Captain Kirk was so handsome, so I guess tastes just changed.
I think that's part of it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my very superficial assessment.
No, you are correct. It's especially noticeable these past few episodes.
I don't know why all of a sudden. I'm noticing it more, but
we've had multiple very attractive.
And even the kind of central, the only kind of recurring female is Uhura, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful too, right? So there's just this disparity, I think.
The U.S. had a missile gap. The show had a
all those
sexy
maybe
gap.
All the hot young things were in Vietnam. I don't know.
Wow. All the hot young things are actual astronauts. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, maybe no. Astronauts usually aren't.
They were older anyway. Yeah. All the hot young things were
in Vietnam.
But no, you're correct, and we have another instance of that in this episode. But I love the shuttlecraft shit. The
shuttlecraft shit
looks great. I thought the outside looked great.
Yeah.
The inside less so.
Well, the remastered outside.
Well, no, but anyone on the ground. That's the prop.
Yes, the prop is really good. I did wonder. Because have you seen the non-remastered?
I didn't watch this one of it, no. I probably have a billion years ago, but...
I would be curious, and I can probably just look it up, to see, what this looked like before they did the remaster. Because the remaster isn't even that good.
Well, no.
It looks like something from VeggieTales. The animation just didn't... It just,
prefer the old ones, overall.
I don't... I have no
from what I've
frame
seen.
Of reference. Yeah. But, this wasn't very good.
It's like how I feel about the goofy shit George Lucas did in the original Star Wars movie. It's why are we filling the screen with this shit that doesn't even look good?
Yeah.
Because it's not great CGI.
No, it's really bad. It looks like CGI is animation that's supposed to look real. This just looks like animation. It doesn't even look. Murasaki 5 looks okay.
Yeah, the thing in the distance looks fine. It kind of looks like a wallpaper for a computer.
But it looks okay.
It looks okay. The planet looks not great.
Yeah, and then the images of the shuttle
coming and going.
Yeah,
it's. I don't know. CGI is hard to do right. I think a lot of CGI doesn't look good.
But yes, the shuttle itself.
The actual prop, the physical prop. I was actually impressed with how well the physical prop exterior looks.
Yeah,
the interior is a little sparse.
Yeah.
Could have used a little more
the
something.
Interior, I was laughing because like part of the whole thing is so they crash land. Like there's not much more to talk about other than
there's
really
like
what Aaron read in the synopsis.
So the reason they go to this planet is part of their mission is to chart different things, and one of those different things is this anomaly that they come across, this quasar. So the like Ferris character's there just to be like a big butthole about it because he wants to get to the medical. So there's like this pissing contest going on.
Yes.
But the whole reason is Kirk's like, well, we're charged with looking at these things, so we have to look at it. We have 2 extra days if we need to be wherever we need to be. Yep. So I'm going to send this shuttle out to look. They go out, but there's like a radiation surge or something. Yeah. It's not entirely clear. Yeah. Some gobbledygook about it.
Everything gets fried.
Yeah. In other short story, they crash land. They have like no power or not enough to get off the planet.
Yes.
Things are pretty dire. They can't communicate.
Yep.
The ship can't find them because the radiation doesn't let them, like, their sensors don't work. So they have no way to find them on this huge planet other than just to hope that these, like, rescue parties they send down will just chance into them.
Yes.
And they only have 2 days.
Correct. And there are, like, as the synopsis says, these kind of large Neanderthal beings who are just indiscriminately killing.
Yes.
Throwing spears left, right, and center.
Booga, booga.
Basically, it's the vibe.
Chucking rocks. I mean, I want to be a stagehand on this episode. It's just like
the spear throwing,
and the big boulders. Yeah. Like, there's just like shit being thrown at these extras in this episode. It's very funny.
But part of the whole issue that the reason they can't get off the planet is they don't have enough fuel.
Correct. Yeah.
And they have to. Classic. I mean, fucking classic.
It's a Scotty classic, yeah.
We gotta get rid of weight.
Yes.
We gotta lose weight on this show. There are like 7 leather chairs that they're barely using because at one point someone falls out of their chair. Yeah. So they're not buckled in.
No, the woman falls on the floor when they're taking off.
Why don't
it stays on the floor?
Why don't they?
I know. I had the same thought too.
Throw out the chairs.
That must weigh like 150 pounds each.
Losing my mind. Get rid of the chairs, please. For the love of God, you don't need them. Clearly.
I mean, it ends up being a moot point because 2 of them got it.
And they still don't get rid of the chairs. You get rid of 2 chairs.
You don't even need it anymore.
And then they lose the fuel anyway. Somehow, I forget what happens.
Well, Spock jettisons it to create the flame.
But something else happens.
Oh, because the Neanderthals are like somehow holding the shuttle back, they have to use like an extra boost to take off.
Yes.
They use an extra thruster, yeah. So that cuts into their total fuel for how long they can stay up in orbit.
Yeah, and then Scotty just like tinkers the phasers so that
he uses the phaser packs to power them.
But mostly this episode is not really about what's happening.
No. It's just
plot wise, it's all just sort of a setup for us to kind of learn more about Spock and his approach to life and his sort of logical vibe and how that is a double-edged sword. Because, like, obviously he is making the right choices.
Yes.
But
they don't work.
Nobody likes them.
Right. Yeah, everybody's mad all the time.
Yeah, he's like, you can't bury that dead guy because the Neanderthals might kill you. Or whatever.
Yeah, which seems like a good point.
Or he's like, oh, well, we can scare the Neanderthals off by doing like a display of
So they shoot their phasers.
So he just shoots the phasers left, right, center, and then leaves the guy by himself because he thinks they'll be scared.
Yeah, not a great choice in retrospect.
Because logically, that seems okay to him. So I guess we're just learning that, like, Spock...
He assumes
that logic is always the best way to go, and it's not.
Right. Because these primitive giant
guys
who are not thinking logically.
Yes. And I think we also learned that, like, maybe he's not as popular. Like, I think
the crew definitely.
Right, I think we all think Spock is, like, well-liked, blah, 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 because we only see him on the bridge or interacting with Kirk up until this point, but now we see him interacting with people, and Kirk isn't there to kind of like smooth the water.
Yeah.
And we realize like, oh, Spock isn't very well liked. No. Scotty doesn't seem bothered by him.
No, but I think he's also supposed to be someone he would interact with.
Yeah.
On a fairly regular basis.
But even Bones but Bones never questions.
No.
He's the only person on that shuttle who probably has the, like, rank to question Spock, and he doesn't. So he just...
He actually comes with defense.
Yes, so he... he's a foil for Spock, but he's also sort of a apologist for Spock as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have said foil, I guess. He's like the mediator between Spock and the rest of these
right, because he can like explain to them like what...
And to Spock, like why.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people think you're too cold-minded about these.
Have some compassion, man!
That's right.
I don't really have other than sort of learning more about Spock, I don't really have a lot to say about this episode. There's a cool shot at the beginning where you see the bridge from above. That I really liked in terms of just like the cinematography or the
there's some good camera movement here too.
Yeah,
around the bridge. There's another shot where it like pans around to the front. We get a different view. Like it starts, I guess, at Kirk's side and then like swings the front of the console. So there's some interesting camera moves that are going on. And this one.
There's some uninteresting camera moves where before every quote-unquote commercial break, they just zoom up on Kirk's face, which
they do a lot.
Is very funny. But yeah, other than that, I wish I had like more to say about this episode or that it was more revelatory. But again, not a whole lot here for me that I was like, wow.
It feels very much like a 50s sci-fi movie to me.
Yeah.
Like you have this like very basic alien, right? Which is like giant cavemen.
Yeah.
There's a smoke machine. Like, it's
like the premise of the episode was pretty simple. Right? Like you knew this episode actually, maybe the one thing I do kind of have to say about it is like a lot of the episodes, not so much shortly because you knew what was going on. You were like, oh, okay, their thoughts are coming to life. How is this going to resolve? I'm not sure. But like, I know what's happening. This episode was pretty similar in the sense that like, they've crash landed. They're going to get off the planet. It's just a matter of how, right? So I guess for me, in terms of kind of like a classic plot line, this episode filled that probably the best of like maybe not all the episodes so far, but
it's pretty basic.
I at least wasn't like, where is this going? Because as we've said, like a lot of these episodes have had me just like, what is going to happen? How is this going to resolve? I don't know what's happening, right? Like nothing is revealed to me, the viewer, that isn't revealed to them, the actor, right?
You're learning along with the cast.
Yes, and then all is usually revealed in the last like 3 minutes.
The only other one that doesn't do that I can think of off the top of my head would be like the Man Trap, where we know ahead of time.
The Man Trap, or oh my gosh, what's the one with the asylum?
Oh, Dagger of the Mind. Yeah, those are the two we get knowledge the characters don't have ahead of time.
Either we get knowledge or we can
we can intuit it. Either way, either way, we know more than that.
So this episode, obviously we don't know, quote unquote, more than the characters, but just by kind of nature of its plot. Devices, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna.
We just don't know how it's gonna happen. So that aspect of it, I did appreciate because I have not liked the episodes as much. Where I'm like, what is going on? I don't love being completely in the dark. So I think that's why I liked Dagger of the Mind. I really liked Shore Leave, even though it was like a little goofy and some of it was a waste of time. It's fun. You kind of, so you aren't, because for me, this is lazy maybe, but when I watch TV, I don't necessarily want to do the mental work of like trying to not only follow the show, but also like figure out what's happening. And maybe that's just because I can't just like suspend myself and let it sort of wash over me. So it's a me problem. And maybe Star Trek maybe I'll start learning to do that. I do think I'm getting better. Like, because the Shakespeare one, right? Like, you didn't know what was going on. And I was fine with that. And what was the Terror, Balance of Terror.
Yeah.
Right, that one I didn't quite know what was going on.
It's a simpler plot too.
But so like I'm getting better.
You understand the logic of the show.
Yes, but this episode was very like clear what was going on.
Yeah, I mean this is like so many episodes of so many TV shows have the same basic premise, right?
Still, right? Yeah. Like still. You see The Martian, right? There's a whole fucking movie where
I mean, this is like
the guy's gonna get off the planet. You just don't know how.
Right. That's why I said it. You know, when is it like a classic like 50s sci-fi B movie? Mm-hmm. It's a basic plot, but it works.
And it works to show us what it needs.
Yeah, it's a character, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a vehicle for this character development, right? That we're getting from the show.
Yeah.
About primarily Spock. Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I think it looks great. Like, it's a little cheesy, but in a way I enjoy. I thought the plant, like, we're back in a studio, but I didn't think that was a bad thing. Like, the plant looks pretty good. There is a funny moment where one of the thrown spears, like, takes a chunk out of one of the fake rocks, which is very funny.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
Styrofoam flying. Asbestos, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's probably just foam, like modeling foam of some kind. But no, I mean, I like it. I mean, I think the like Ferris Kirk thing is fine. Like to have that drama, like the beat.
Well, yeah, you have to
because you have to have something going on.
You have to
on
have
the ship
tension.
That's other than just like where are they?
Yeah, because if they had all the time in the world, then it wouldn't matter. They could just find them. Yeah. So yeah, you need
because like you're right. There's two options. Either you have a timeline, a clock above, or you have a clock down there where like we only have X amount of oxygen. But then like you're basically stuck in the shuttle for So like this makes more sense that they would.
Yeah.
They would leave the ship.
I also really liked this episode because I feel like up until now, like Uhura is always like, she's such an important part of Star Trek. But like I don't really feel like I've seen that a whole lot up until like she's always on the bridge. And in the cage or the menagerie, whatever. She's obviously very important because you can like hear her voice so much. She's like, she's like talking. Right? Is that the one?
No.
Which one? Balance of Terror. She's.
Oh yeah, Balance of Terror. She is. Yeah.
She's like you constantly like hear her.
Right. She's on because they're all on the bridge. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like you don't really.
No.
Like. I don't know. You don't really like see her. As sort of a character, other than she's there, she's singing.
She sings.
She's important and she's part of it, but I liked this episode because I felt like she had more to do. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I think they're gradually giving the other main crew things to do. Like Sulu got a lot more to do last episode.
Yeah, and he's
Scotty's
in this episode.
Doing a lot in this episode.
Scotty's in this episode. So but
just more with that.
Yeah, so I especially liked that. I got to see a little bit more of Uhura in action. I liked having more Scotty. He's great.
Yeah, he's fun.
So overall, like good kind of character development that I appreciated because I know who these like I'm not a dummy. I don't know much about Star Trek, but I know these characters, and so in the first dozen or so episodes where you don't see them that much, it feels to me as a person who can only anchor themselves with these characters like, okay, what am I missing? Like, why?
Well, I mean, Chekhov doesn't even show up till next season.
Right. So it is like,
I know.
Okay, when do they become important?
Yeah.
If these are the characters I know they have to become something. But at what point does that happen? So I feel like I'm finally starting to see that.
I mean, they're still figuring the show out, right? Like they're still figuring out.
Right, and they're shooting things. They're shooting things in a different order than they're airing, which I also don't think helps, right? Because you can have character development in sort of a linear. Okay, we're shooting this, the character's developing, but now episode 6 is going to become episode 15, so the character development is going to kind of stop and then be reinserted later in the series. And so, it's getting there.
Yeah. But they didn't do arcs back then on TV because the idea was if you missed it, you were never going to see it.
Yeah.
So like you couldn't do it. It's not like streaming it.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah, so it just means that it's very different, and like the
right
jump from episode to episode doesn't matter as much. There's certain things that carry over.
The whole like Bones, what's her name? I'm gonna keep saying Bowman even though I know it's not right.
Yeah.
Romance. Right? If you missed that episode, then like you weren't missing out on anything.
I think they had fun on the shore-lived planet after the crisis was over.
Yeah, absolutely they did. So they had their week.
They had their week, yeah.
Was she got pregnant?
That's no, that could be it. Wow. But right, so there's no. I mean, there's like broad things that carry over.
Yeah.
But right, there's no like long-term arcs, and that's not going to change until really Deep Space Nine.
And that's fine. I don't need like a character.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just saying.
But it's just like giving characters more space in which to work. Mm-hmm. And I think we're finally starting to see a little bit of that.
Time
like
to give to the
I don't need like Sulu to have a whole like arc about him and his gun collection or whatever. But just giving him a little more screen time where we learn a little bit more about his character. And that's I guess starting to happen. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we'll see more.
So that's kind of what this episode, I think, gave me more than anything.
Okay. Do you want to hear what I heard about in the bar?
Yes, please.
There actually aren't that many good trivia bits for this one, I don't think.
Oh. Boo.
Yeah. It's like production stuff. It's like basically, which doesn't even relate to us, but like the shuttlecraft, all the shuttlecraft shots they filmed, like flying through space, they just kept reusing that.
Okay.
So everything they shot for this episode, they just kind of reused, over and over.
I love
with
that.
Like different backgrounds.
Yeah,
but
perfect.
Yeah. The one thing is, I guess, is interesting that will come up again and again is this Spock's rationale for wanting to leave a crew member behind to save the others was the first instance in the series of his use of the Vulcan axiom regarding the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few.
Oh, sure, the trolley problem.
Yeah. So that's
yeah. So Spock would kill one guy to save 5.
Correct.
This is Spock's trolley problem, and
it is.
He knows his answer.
Correct. Because he says logical. Let me choose it.
Yeah.
And the shuttlecraft was built by a model company in exchange for them getting the rights to make the plastic model kit version to sell in stores.
Very cool.
Yeah. So there you go. So you can get your own little shuttlecraft.
I was at a vintage store today. And they had a Star Trek buyer's guide.
Oh.
I did not need it.
No.
It was basically a list of everything you could buy, like every piece of Star Trek merchandise.
Like ever.
Yes. Yeah. And it was like cool to flip through, but not something you needed to own.
Yeah.
It was like, when you would make like a school project and they would spiral bound it.
Yes. Oh, I know. I know exactly. Yeah.
So it was like that and just like paper. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't even substantial.
No, that's like, that sounds about right.
And you're at like a vintage place, so it's like $45. But it was cool to look through all this different like Star Trek merchandise that you could buy, including apparently the Galileo.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, I would.
The Galileo and the other shuttlecraft is the Columbus.
Yeah, the naming conventions throughout the show is astronomers and explorers usually.
Which is
the shuttlecraft. So it's usually like, so later on there's like the Magellan, Copernicus. Yeah. We'll see that continues in the next generation too. But
I love Copernicus. Big Copernicus stan over here.
Yeah. Apparently Spock was gaining in popularity, so that's why this episode was pitched.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting that he was gaining in popularity and they were like, let's have an episode where he makes some questionable decisions. But I mean, ultimately, he's the hero.
Yeah, he is. Like at the end, right? Yeah,
but
he figures it out. But
and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he was gaining popularity.
No, he's great. We love him.
We love him. We love Spock.
Yeah. So I think that's probably all. I mean, there's some other little tidbits on it.
That's great.
Yeah, so there you go.
Thanks for teaching me.
Sure.
I had no obsessions with this episode.
Either of these?
No, the first episode, there was some fashion obsessions. Yeah. The two-tone jumpsuit and shoe situation that Ruth wears. Yes. The princess dress. And then the look, and I wish I could describe the look that,
yes, I know.
Gets on her face when McCoy is like, oh, I love you. Yeah. I realize that's like so specific. But it's go watch this episode and you'll see.
Yeah,
it's just so sweet. It's so sweet. Yeah. And I am obsessed with this moment of sweetness, despite some weird, like we said, sort of very 1960s gender politics kind of surrounding the whole situation. There's just a nice, sweet little pairing that I really love. But
my obsession in this episode is Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, Scotty's an obsession constantly, but
he's got his like crazy dominatrix gloves on. And he's fiddling with the electric. Like
Aaron loves Scotty and dominatrix gloves.
Yes, he's like elbow length gloves on. Like, where did those come from?
Scotty with a whip.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just missing the whip and like the thigh-high boots.
Yeah, no, Scotty is great, but he's not an obsession.
I know.
A character. I don't want to choose characters.
Yeah, okay.
They're like little things or moments. The only thing I am obsessed with for this episode is the spear throwing.
Yes, I know.
The spear throwing is really good. These spears are just coming out of nowhere. They're huge.
Yeah, they're gigantic.
Or they're like smaller while they're thrown, but then they
appear giant later. Yeah,
which is very funny. This happens with the shield as well. So I guess like the prop work in this episode I'm really into. I think it's very fun with these spears. I'm also another fashion obsession, now that I'm thinking of it, is Commissioner Ferris's little
like shirt number thing.
She's wearing this shirt that we thought it was a shirt.
I thought it was a cape at first, yes.
But it actually is like little like
sleeve
capes that come off the back of his sleeves.
Yeah, it's almost like he's wearing a short sleeve shirt over a longer
but
sleeve.
The short sleeve is only in the back.
Yeah, it's like sewn.
It's very cool. Yeah. It's like a little cape situation.
I also thought it was a cape.
Yeah, but it's good. It's really good.
He has an ascot too.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe.
But yeah.
All right. Are we ready to rate episodes?
Yeah, I don't have any big questions this week.
Okay, none. Not a single one. Not even why are all the women so hot?
I mean, I guess that's it, but we kind of answered that question. It was mostly for viewing
It's just because all women are hot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Nobody here knows what I look like. I'm an absolute gremlin.
It's Tribbles out of 10. So to start off shortly, what's your rating?
7.5.
Yeah, I think I'll give it an 8.
I would give it an 8 except for the really long fight between
I would give it a 9 except for the long fight.
Okay. So I'm giving it a 7.5.
The fight's too long.
I'm bumping it down
for a shorter
the fight.
Yeah. Even for a shorter it'd be fine. It's too long. All right. And then Galileo 7?
6.
Okay.
Which I know feels low for an episode that I'm like, I don't hate it.
I would agree, actually.
But it's a lot of like character study, which is great. Mm-hmm. But in terms of plot, it's very predictable. So, which again, I said I like the predictability of the plot, but maybe a little too. It's a little too. What's gonna happen? So a 6.
Yeah.
Not bad, but not the best.
I'll also give it a 6.
Great.
So there we go.
I like when we're in agreement. I don't have to heckle you.
Heckle and Jekyll. But yeah, next two are a couple good ones, I think. So
Arena, that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's just called Arena.
Is there a fight?
Oh yes.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait, but I will have to.
We got a number of good ones coming up, actually.
Well, that makes me happy to hear. Maybe eventually I'll rate one 10 out of 10 Troubles. Did I? No, I don't think I rated any 10 out of 10 yet.
Did you give Dagger the Mind 10?
Oh, maybe.
I think you did, because I gave it a 9, and you wanted to know why.
Oh, yeah, because you said, if you're coming in at 10, that's right. I did. I'm sorry. I have
no, it's fine.
Well, maybe there'll be another 10 soon enough.
Yeah.
But until then,
beam me up.
Yep.